Here is the concept of stopping distance of vehicles and reaction time. What do you mean by stopping distance? Self-explanatory. The distance travelled by the vehicle before it comes to rest after the brakes are applied is known as stopping distance. For example, here the vehicle is travelling at speed u and it comes to rest and it retards at a, and the distance travelled is s. Now, how to find out? We can make use of the third equation of motion, which gives us v square is equal to u square plus 2as. That gives us v 0 is equal to u square plus 2as, or s is equal to, what is it going to be? U square divided by 2 into minus c. So, the distance travelled is this much, right. You can also write its value as u square by 2a, because we are eventually calculating the distance, stopping distance. Many a times we use this idea, what is called as reaction time. What is reaction time? Let us see. Now, let us assume that a car is travelling here, okay, and there is a child crossing the road ahead of the car. The driver sees the child, he observes the child and he applies the brakes. But remember, this thought process and the action are always having a slight time lag. There is a time lag between you thinking doing something and you actually doing. There is a time lag. You decide to do that and you do that, or if you think you have applied the brakes immediately, then there is always a time lag. This is what is called as reaction time. As the name suggests, is the time taken to react to an incident, or say to take a decision, or to put the decision into action. So, the time interval between the decision and the action is called as reaction time. For a normal person, the reaction time is about half second. You can find it out easily. For example, you can hold a small sheet of paper and you can ask your friend to hold that after you drop it. You can find out what his reaction time is using this simple experiment. Okay, but what is the significance of this reaction time? The significance is something like this. Let us assume that the car is travelling at say 60 km/h and he decides to apply the brakes and he applies the brakes. He applies the brakes, but he has decided to apply the brakes when the car is here. By the time the brakes are applied, the car would have travelled certain distance. The car would have travelled certain distance, probably the car would have come here. Maybe it would have travelled certain distance x. It is easy to calculate, of course, you know what the reaction time is. Which means that if his judgment is not proper, then this reaction time becomes really crucial. He may not be able to apply the brakes before or just before hitting the child. So, during this reaction time, the object or the car continues at the original speed, the same speed. So, while solving the problems, you should consider that in mind. During this reaction time, the vehicle continues to move at its original speed or original velocity.